Okay, we are back for our last 10 boxes. Let's go ahead and rip through those. See what we can get. I have officially had Popeyes. It was delicious. I am well fed and ready to bust another 10 boxes open. Hopefully. So, let's see. Alright. So, we learned a lot in our last opening, one of which being a double rare in the pack replaces one of the commons. So, glad we got to demonstrate that so quickly. Excuse me. Alright, so, just gotta rip through. So, it doesn't look like foils and double rare pluses do replace commons. So, those are still normal packs. So far, we've been averaging technically just over one double rare plus per box, but you know, it was just the one box that had two of them. So I don't know if we want to say that's normal or not. We may have some double rare pluses back end loaded into the rest of the case. So we'll see what happens with that. Again, there's 5 different types of double rare pluses, one for each girl, so it does have to be over the 1 per case average to be able to get a playset per case, or 1 per box, my apologies. So, gonna have to hope it's like that, otherwise we might need to dig in for some more of them. Gonna rip through. Last opening, I would officially say was pretty good. I would say super duper good, I guess, is fine even for it. We also did a set box opening. That was really good, actually. I'm not gonna spoil who I got. That's not the part I'm saying is good. SR. What I am saying is good is the packaging was out of this world, to be honest. Really, really big fan of what they did with that. It felt like a real premium product. So, I'm happy with it. It's a double rare plus. Let's put those there. Another double rare. Nice. This box has felt really quick, but it's also felt pretty solid. It feels like we hit a good amount of double rares on it. And a second double rare plus. Perfect. So now our average is slightly higher. Yeah, 5 double rares, 2 double rare pluses. Cool. This is box number... One second. Box number 8. I had to go back to the case and count. I don't really know how I lost count that quickly, but oh well. So, if you haven't watched the set box video, I definitely do suggest it. I think it was a good experience, really. If you haven't watched the first box opening video, where we did the first 6 boxes of the case, definitely recommend that. We had some very nice cards pulled. You know, we had some learning. Ooh, back to back, the same double rare plus. That's impressive. We had some learning. One thing I mentioned. Ooh, that looks good. One thing I mentioned was I'm going to start taking deposits on cases and playsets so you don't have to pay for them all at once, multiple months ahead of time, or be worried about not having them. As long as it's before the pre-order date is due for me, I can order more. So I think that'll just work out fine. One thing I want to say, I'm definitely avoiding with that though. We are not doing payment plans. I do not like payment plans. I think it's ridiculously hard to keep track of if I'm going to have multiple people doing it. Right now, I have one person I specifically let do it just because it works out really, really well for him. And, you know, I like him, so that's fine. But we're not getting in the habit of doing that, though. That's just going to be a fact. I don't mind deposits. You know, they're not hard to keep track of. You know, I just note you down as your deposit being paid, note how much you paid, what you ordered, all that stuff. That's fine. I do that even for people who pay in full. I note how much you paid, note down all your information and everything. But payment plans just get really, really messy. They really do, I think. If I have to keep track of what, 30 different people are paying me each month, that's just it's not going to work for me. So I do want to be very specific that that's not what I'm offering. What I'm offering is a one-time down payment, and then whenever you can pay in full, you can pay in full. The remainder of the balance. That's perfectly fine, whether it's a week before the set comes out, or maybe the month before. Maybe you were just waiting on a bonus or something at work. That's fine. I don't care too much when you pay it off, but it's a deposit followed by a one-time payment for the remainder of the balance. So I just thought I would clarify that. Alright, almost done with another one, actually. This is really going fast. I'm impressed. Alright, so looks like another single double rare plus box. Sorry. So really, we just need 4 boxes total to have multiple double rare pluses to be able to get our playset, as long as they planned out the randomization well enough where we get the playset. So that's fine. So we're about on track to hit that. That's good. Move those off to the side. Other than that, not too much going on right now. I think that's actually, yeah, that's our first Miku Double Rare Plus. So we really want to be seeing a lot of those. Ooh. Speaking of things we wouldn't mind seeing, that is nice art, let's say. That seems like an appropriate way to say that. There's definitely a chance that the rare pile might have a double rare plus or something in there. That's my bad. If I end up short, I'll have to go look through all the rares to try and figure it out, but I'm gonna hope I've been able to keep things sorted well enough. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got going on. I did mention my tier list of what I'm looking for in the first video. Definitely make sure to check that out. Again, let's not attack each other's waifu preferences. I think that's silly. Really, the only time I think it's correct to do that is if someone says they waifu Mammy. That's it. From Run a Girlfriend. Almost any other waifu is perfectly valid. But yeah, that's just how I feel about Mammy. That's how almost everyone I've ever talked to has felt. I have met the rare person who waifus Mammy. Really hard to change their mind. And in all honesty, probably shouldn't have bothered. It's not something that matters too much, but they just have very distinct choices, I guess, in what they're interested in. But again, we're not going to start fights over pieces of art. Most waifus are valid. Alright. Getting to the end of this box already. These ones actually feel like they're going real quick. The first 6 felt like they took forever to get open, to be honest with you. These ones are just zooming. Alright. Move the rares off to the side though. Pile's starting to get a little chunky. Alright, so last 7 boxes. Let's get through these. Maybe it's feeling so much better just because I ate. Maybe that's the key. Not to do these immediately after work when I'm at my most tired. And to get some food in me. I don't know why, but I feel like I haven't seen that uncommon yet. That seems strange. There's no way. Alright, so 6 more boxes after this. We have a foil Ichika. I don't know why, but her face kind of looks like she's embarrassed. I don't know. I can't remember the scene off the top of my head, but her face makes her seem like she's a little embarrassed to make that pose. Which is fair. It's not one you'd catch my ass in anytime soon. That's for sure. Oops, sorry. Just put that in the wrong pile. Give me a sec. Trying to keep things as organized as possible. The whole double rares replacing commons is kind of complicating how I have to do my sorting. So I'm just trying to put the ones with 3 commons in one pile and the ones with 4 commons in another pile. That way I can kind of keep it straight for when I go to actually sort out and do playsets. Sorry, my throat's been a little sore the last couple of hours. Not really sure why. I don't think I did too much talking at work. A couple meetings, but nothing super long and intensive. So, I don't know. Hopefully I get over it. I know it's definitely getting cold out there, so there's always a chance I have a cold. But I do try my best to stay in the house. That is for sure. I guess it's cold for down here. It's somewhere around 50 degrees right now, which for the south is pretty cold. I originally came from up north in upstate New York, so I'm significantly more used to the cold weather. I'm one of those types that will wear shorts until it's somewhere under 30 degrees. Nino? You know, 30 degrees is like that turning point where I start thinking maybe I should wear pants. But down here in the south, it's not something I have to do very often. Alright, last pack. Let's see what we got. Rare. Okay. Actually, I'll move another pile over real quick, sorry. Alright, 6 boxes left. We will see if the case still has anything left for us. I am not entirely sure the ratio, so we're going to find out together. We still have potential for a nice surprise, that's for sure. But that is not it. Beautiful art, but not the surprise we're looking for. Alright. The first double rare of the box. Got our... I think I opened this one in the Japanese opening. The art looks really familiar to me. I feel like I did. I'm trying to think. Let me take a quick look. Yeah, I did open this one because I remember it was a surprisingly expensive triple rare. I do remember it. It's been a hot minute since we opened the Japanese set, but I remember it. So that's good. Hopefully it's still an expensive card. Got our second foil of the box, another Ichika card. A lot of packs left in this box, though. So we're gonna have to fight through it, find those double rares. And more importantly, that double rare plus. Well, I guess not more importantly, but equally as important. Really hoping it's the Miku one. We only have the one of her. I think we have 3 Ichikas now, and 3 Yotsubas. I put all the cards from the first box off to the side a few feet away, so I can't actually check right now, but I know that was our first Miku for sure, as far as the double rare pluses go. And we got another Ichika. So I had to think for a couple seconds if that one goes in the 4 or 3 common pile. Still not used to it. But I would say it hasn't been too bad sorting them out so far between the 2 piles. I think it's okay. It's essentially 5 packs per box go in one pile, and the rest of the packs just go in the normal pile. Alright. Rare. And let's see if we have another double rare in here. We do, actually. That's good. I'm really bad at counting all of the rares and double rares. So, or I guess really just double rares per box. So I very rarely know when they're coming or not. Unless it's the first box and I can physically see how many are out there. I hope you all have noticed I'm not being a barbarian about how I open these boxes anymore. I realize you can just simply do this. I'm sure I've done it for other boxes in the past, but this is the first time I'm actively thinking about it and not just ripping boxes open like a freaking monster. So that'll make cleanup significantly easier on me, that's for sure. I don't have pieces of the box just laying around there. Ooh. Nice looking foil. I was saying earlier, I kind of like the jammies there. They're pretty. I don't want to say jamming. I'm not. I'm not a father. I don't think saying that would be a good idea or a good habit to get into. But I like them. They're definitely nice. Speaking of being an old man, though, I have noticed it is really catching up to me, finally, that I have poor posture. Everyone's been, you know, saying since middle school how important posture is. It turns out if you're under 20, you should probably still work on it. It's a lot harder to correct now, turns out. Been having some back pain, but I mean, I guess that comes with being a boomer. I'm kind of curious what the age group for the boomers are. Not literal boomers, obviously. You know, that's pretty well defined, but what the kids are calling boomers. You know, I'm a lot of the Twitch streams I'm in. Ooh, good, another Miku. A lot of the Twitch streams I go to are very obviously filled with people who are in their teens still, which is fine. They seem to call everyone boomer. Like, I don't know, it seems to start around like 25 years old. I think that's a little silly. But I'm curious if there's an actual number the kids use. Ooh, that's an SP we were looking for. Very nice, Yotsuba. Very nice. Alright. Let's get that beauty sleeved up. Ooh. That is nice. That is nice. Alright, we're pretty excited about that one. Alright. Well, that's what we call a hit. And it is the one I very specifically said I wanted. The SSP of her. Actually, the Ichika SSP I think looks really nice. Like, aesthetically. I think her outfit she has on with the coat is really nice. But as far as girls I'm looking to pull an SP of, Yotsuba's top of that list. That's for sure. Alright, what do we got? 4 more boxes. Let's go ahead and get through those. I don't want to spoil what we got in the first 6 boxes in the first video we opened, so I'm not going to say what we're still expecting and what we're not, but if you want to stick around, that's cool. Either way, if you need any sealed product, is that the first we've gotten of this PR? Either way, if you need any sealed product, hit me up, cardpunk.games. Huh. And, order, whatever you need, I guess. I lost my train of thought. Anyways, 4 packs left. Let's knock it out. We'll look through all the double rare pluses. I really am interested to see if we ended up with a playset, or if I have to crack more than a full case. Another Ichika, that's got to be our playset of her. She's popping up a lot. Actually, is that our playset in this opening? And then I think we had 2 more from the first opening. I don't know. We have to... Oh, a Miku. Wow. Double rares pluses back to back. I think back to back. I don't know. I honestly lost count. So that's interesting. We'll go back and... Ooh. We'll go back and take a look at the double rare pluses, just so you can get a realistic idea of what the case ratio is going to look like. With this many Ichikas here, though, I'm pretty sure we had Ichikas. So the fact that we have a playset right here in our hands is not a good sign. That is definitely why I was not selling playsets with double rare pluses included for this set. I did not trust Bushiroad, and it looks like that was probably correct. Unless I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure we had at least 1 Ichika before. Because I remember saying the only one we didn't pull was a Miku. That we didn't pull at least 1 of. So that means we had either 1 or 2 Ichikas. I don't know. We will go back and see, though. I think that's important to note for anyone opening their cases. If we're missing more than one, though, I'll probably just end up buying them to make a playset of them. I think that's probably the easier solution than trying to get 2 of one by just opening more boxes. But we'll see. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just misremembering and Ichika was the one we didn't get any of, not Miku. That would certainly be ideal. But a couple more boxes to open after this. And then we are all set for Quints. I will say unless they do a reprint, we're unlikely to get more of these in the future. I'm pretty sure I sold single boxes into the one I was going to keep for myself. So we're probably showing off the only time we're going to be opening these on the channel. Again, unless I need like 1 double rare plus, then we might open some more boxes. But I don't know. It's not something I'm particularly interested in doing tonight. That's for sure. It is possible still to get a reprint. Sword Art is getting a reprint. Let's see. I think I was told I can order them starting the 24th. So there's going to be a reprint of that. So we'll probably get a case for ourselves. Plus I already have one person who's asking about getting a master case. So I'll get one master case for him. But I don't think I'm going to order too much of it. It's not really a product I guess, I don't want to say I don't care about it. That's not a correct statement. I would say I'm less interested in it than other places I could park the money. I think that's fair, though. That's a fair way to put it. So, we'll probably go with that. Just keep one case of it for, somewhere down the line. Honestly, I might not even open that case at any point. I might just, sell it if someone wants it later, in a few months or a couple years or something. Whatever, when someone wants it. But yeah, if you do want Sword Art, the reprint, let me know very, very soon. It's probably going to be the last time I have a chance to order it. Things that didn't sell well, like 7 Deadly Sins, came out in June. I can still order that. There's still a small supply of it left. So I can order out of things like that, but I don't think Sword Art's going to be around for very long. Most sets, honestly, aren't even available for reorder. Normally it's still a one-time purchase. Sometimes they have extras like the day of. Looks nice. Like the day of, they may have a couple extra cases they'll offer to people, but for the most part it's pretty much you pre-order it or you don't get it. That just seems to be how Weiss Schwarz works. Which I would say is good. Definitely has its advantages. Versus things like, say, Magic, where you can order a product for 2 years. Yeah, it keeps, card prices down for Magic, because obviously Magic has a bigger player base. So it's important to keep card prices down with that. I mean, no matter how much you like Weiss Schwarz, you have to admit that it's super niche. It is. And I think that's fine. You know, I know a shit ton of different celebrities who play Magic the Gathering. I have never heard of a real celebrity say they play Weiss Schwarz. And that's fine. You know, it's a niche game. It's not for everyone. So I think keeping a really good control on the print run is one of the better decisions Bushy Road has made. I really do. I think it's very interesting they're starting to do reprints with Nazareth and Slime 1. I guess Data Live also did. But Data Live was a freaking disaster when it came out. So many people didn't even get what they ordered. So that one needed a reprint. Hands down. Slime, yes, it's an extremely powerful deck. Everyone likes the characters from it. You know, I can see Slime for sure. You know, it's weird to do it so late in the game. It's been... Slime came out summer of 2020, I think. So it's been over a year. So I'm really surprised they're doing a reprint at this point. It seems like it's just been too long, but you know, it's one of the best decks in the format. Obviously, card prices are pretty nuts for some of them. Conquer Flame Shizu, I mean, I've seen them go over 60. I think I paid like 45 for mine. So, I get it. The SPs are insane. But, Overlord. I question why they're doing Overlord. Prices being insane. There's one triple rare in the set. I can't remember what it's called. There's one triple rare in the set that's like 30-40 bucks. You know, that makes sense. And then the trial deck, both the Albedo and the Ainz ones are getting real insane. Certainly regret selling the Ainz one and the Albedo ones that I had. You can see the Albedo opening if you want, though. That's in one of my past videos. If you're interested in that. I was very shocked. They were just from random starter decks that I bought from JKTCG. So I didn't expect a foil, much less an Albedo. So that was very nice. I just bought one of each deck that I opened that day as well. I ended up with the Albedo SP. From the Adventure Time deck, I got a triple rare, BMO. And then a couple days later, I was bored and went to open cards from my shelf and opened another trial deck. And that trial deck had an SP as well. So it was a pretty nutty week for me. That's for sure. But yeah, and they're not reprinting the trial decks for either. So that was interesting. That does make sense why they included the anti-magic mask as a promo in the Slime Volume 2, though. Since that's that and the Rimuru, the Slime version, are the only cards I really think from the trial deck that are used for the meta deck. So, it does make sense now why they did it. But without printing the trial decks as well, I mean, they're not really necessarily solving the problem with a lot of things being expensive that are expensive. But it will take down, you know, the rest. And this is the last box, by the way. And the box prices for both were getting a little high. Overlord was right around 200. Slime was a little over 300 a box. So, I mean, oh baby. That's a nice one. So I understand that part. I do. I think it's a weird thing to start doing right now. The Overlord one just throws me off so much. The slime one, I can respect it, you know, that's fine, but Overlord just makes me think, oh, well, what else are they going to reprint? And I'm going to lose value on. Like, if I still had any slime boosters, I would be insanely pissed. But I sold my case when they were around, I think, $2.20 a piece. Right around there. So that's when I sold the case I had extra sitting around. Overlord I had sold, I think, at like $140. Somewhere around there. So I'm glad I wasn't hanging on to him, I guess. I don't know why I started that ramble. I really am not sure what I was trying to say. But, sure. We're back down to a little over half a box. And we'll be done with this case. So, after that, we'll go through foils and I'll bring over the double rare pluses from the other boxes as well. I really want to see how that panned out. But I think that's pretty much it. I mean, we're winding down. Again, if you need sealed product, cardpunk.games, by all means, please hit me up. If you need to do a deposit instead of paying all at once, let me know. For the most part, I don't know if I'm going to let unlimited people do it, but I will be letting some people start doing it again. It is a process we stopped back in June, but I think it's time to kick it back up again. I think it just helps the player base a lot more in the end. Alright, another double rare. Alright, 4 more packs, and we're through a case. 3, 2, and let's see if we can get last pack magic. We can't. Okay. Valiant attempt. Alright, let me just make sure this pile isn't going to fall over. Alright, that should be good. Alright, here's our rares. Move those over there. Double rares, I don't think we're looking at anytime soon. Here's our double rare pluses. I do want to just show how many of each we have. And then we'll go get the other pile as well. We definitely have too many each guys though, to have an actual playset of everything. So let's just go ahead and look at our foils. That one is beautiful, I'll give it that. That's very nice. Feels like we got a really good amount of foils. And again, that one was really valuable when I pulled the Japanese version. So hopefully it's worth quite a bit in English as well. And then we get to look at our lovely Yotsuba. Very precious. Alright. Give me like 10 seconds. I'm going to go get the rest of the results from the opening. We will look at the double rare pluses, like I said. We'll look again at the hyper rare, the SPs, all that kind of stuff. Give me 10 seconds. Alright. Here we go. Yep, double check the case is empty. Alright, so we got 4 Itskis, 4 Yotsubas, 4 Ninos, 5 Ichikas, and only 3 Mikus. That hurts a little bit. That really does. But that's fine. I think instead of opening 5 random boxes, I'm just going to buy a Miku, though. I don't think we're going to go through the trouble of opening more boxes. We already got the case done. That's good enough. For SPs, we have... Well, actually, before SPs, let's go with Hyper Rares. We have Itsuki. For SPs, we have Yotsuba. Let's move these down a little. There, that should be on camera. So we have Yotsuba, Nino, and our lovely SSP, Miku. Alright, so if you're opening a case of Quints Volume 1, almost said Volume 2, so if you're opening a case of Quints, that's what you should probably expect. 3 SPs/SSPs, 1 Hyper Rare, roughly a playset of double rare pluses. We didn't quite get there. If this was a Miku, we would have had a perfect playset, though. That would have been nice. Really convenient for me. It would have been fantastic. But that is it. That's our case opening. Again, if I get offered to purchase more product, I probably will. I really like the Quints. That's fine. I'm happy to have some on hand. But if I don't, this is going to be our last opening for Quints Volume 1. I sold a little more than I expected to. Normally, I try to have a couple cases left over at the end. You know, 1 so I can keep, and then 1 to 3 of them that I can just still sell and have product out of. Quints, the last couple of weeks, sold very well. That is the main reason I'm going to be doing deposits again. So that next time a good set comes out, I will have a better idea of how many to pre-order versus how many I want extra just for myself / post-release sales. So again, I think I'm going to try and drive those. We're going to do $50 playset deposits, $100 case deposits. Again, those are non-refundable if you decide to back out. You know, I'm unwilling to change that fact. No matter what happens that makes you have to back out, whether you lose your job or, you know, anything. I am going to be pretty firm on the non-refundable part. But, I mean, that's about it. I think we got a really good case here. We ended up getting the Yotsuba we wanted. We ended up getting the Miku we wanted. We ended up getting this surprise SP from the set box. You'll have to watch the video to see who that is. But yeah, that's everything. So if you enjoyed it, feel free to share the video out to whoever you think might like watching it as well. Maybe people in your play group. I don't know, friends, whatever you got. If you think someone would enjoy this, I'd honestly like you to share it out to them. Get a little more exposure where people get to see card openings and hopefully really enjoy them. So, either way, I hope you guys have a great weekend. Again, it's Monday for me, but you won't be seeing this until Thursday. So, it's basically the weekend for you. Hope we all can have an enjoyable one. Thanks all.